finished. Gotta get to my location. Build real fast. Let's travel. But I'll be at my location in a second. In a second. Have a productive day every day. Every single bag. Gonna get that bag. I think it's gonna be like one. Everybody has all this life like? What is life? What is life like? What is life? What is life? I'm on ground. Peace, 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 peace. Peace, 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 peace to all the Moors and the true light seekers. How you doing, sir? Yes, yes. Beautiful day, man. Beautiful day. Just finished up some work. Some of my manual labor I like to do. I got like 10 jobs. I love it. Man. I love it being productive. I love the charity that I do. I just love everything about life and about existence. But when you know who you are, and when you start connecting with nature, nothing needs to be explained. You let all those others argue. And it's some facts of life. And I deal with the facts. I deal with law. It's nothing to argue about. That's why my mission is not to save black people or all that, because teaching our people about history and law, they don't care about that. And Moors don't really care about history and law, because we spend our time on other things. I tell Moors, you got to raise not only yourself up, but everybody around you. And if they're not operating how you operate, you cut them loose. Cut them loose, man. Everybody talking about this and that, and it's a solution to everything. Life is a mathematical equation. I tell Moors, see what's popular. Negrotainment. All these grown men, all this YouTube stuff, is all distractions. I have solutions, and most people don't want solutions. Criminals want to get something for free. And the solution is supporting Moors business, supporting Moors education, coming to class and learning, giving donations and things, and getting the taxes and receipt, seeing a true Moor and an organization building from a true infrastructure. Supporting just like churches. That's why all other churches winning everywhere, and the more science and things are not operating, because we're not donating our time and our money. We got to give a percentage of our finances to what we love. I don't understand how Moors think something's gonna build. It's clearly, it's hard for me to fathom when I ask Moors questions. How do they think things are gonna happen if no Moors want to give up no finances, no Moors want to give up no time, no Moors want to get no literature and books and read, and we say we love Moors businesses and this and that and the other, and we'll go right and give our money to Amazon, like with the drop of a heartbeat. Moors will go right and give their money right to Amazon, and we have everything that we need. But people be wanting cheap prices, and I'm like, dude, it ain't about no cheap price. If you're getting something for quality, you know what you spend on certain items, just spend it, and you get everything that you love. We get everything that we love, man. And I tell more, it's just like, what are we waiting for? Like I always say, you waiting for God, or you waiting for Jesus, or you waiting for Allah to come down out the clouds. That ain't happening. And everything is right there for you in the flesh. And all we got to do is support something that's righteous. That's how all movements became successful. All movements, it takes finances. And we sit, a lot of Moors, and just YouTube, jump around, never consistent. Want to hear a little bit of something here, and then hear a little something somewhere else, and try to mix all that stuff up and get in trouble. Okay, no more. Everybody talk about they pray to their ancestors and all this stuff, and Moors be following me for years and years, and be a part of temples and things, and don't even have a tittle of not only the information, but a tittle of the wisdom and a tittle of the light. And these people be having sheiks and all this stuff. And you look at what's been going on. I say, you can't talk about a church. How can these people talk about churches and these churches doing more than any organization? Moors done got this science so mixed up and thinking more science is just some YouTube and some TikToks and a whole bunch of people just quoting books. And I say, okay, well, ask these people how they teaching their children. All this old stuff and say, okay, but now today, because I can tell you, you get all these Moors in a box and they still gonna be broke. You can get all the Moors in a box still begging the things, and they all broke. They all not working. They all not doing this. And then if they are working, then they lying to you. They going to work in the day as Negroes and then making TikTok videos later. And I ain't talking about nobody specific. I'm talking about all, because that's all you see in this paradigm. You see all grown men on the internet arguing, fighting, telling you to squat in houses, drive without license. They some goddamn security team, some government, all that goofy shit, all that canceling some corporate debt. All that stuff is European shit. That's Albion, that's Trailer, all that, I'm some sovereign, some citizen, and some militia. That is no disrespect to no one. I'm an educator. That's European Albion Trailer Dyke stuff. I can show you everyone that did that went to jail. Researched a group called the Paradigm Group from Canada. Not only did the leader went to jail, all people went to jail. All of them. That's some European stuff. I can show you TV shows all in Law and Order, all those TV shows where you see, if people be paying attention to certain TV shows, they be showing you who those sovereign citizens be. It was a whole episode, Europeans. We want to overthrow the government. We don't pay taxes. We a militia. That's a European stuff. I'm a Moorish American. And everybody know I'm telling the truth. And so when people make videos on YouTube and no disrespect again, because Europeans will make videos like the one that tried to jump on my page and I killed him with kindness. Well, his name Swindle King Hoodwink is some European dude. He know what I'm talking about. But Europeans, that's go on YouTube. You will see husband and wife doing this stuff. You don't see none of them people making videos about them Europeans or those Albions telling you to cancel corporate debt, talk about some 1099, pay this with this. Go on YouTube right now. It's a husband and wife, all of them. And I'm telling y'all, I know Moors be all in their inbox. You don't even know if them the feds or not. Go on there. It's more Europeans on YouTube telling you to cancel some corporate debt, paying your bills with a 1099 than these so-called sovereign citizen NBC Moors. I guarantee you. And been doing it for years. Tell me I'm lying. Nope, you can't. So you can't say when Moors and other people, Negro, black and colored, Europeans, Albions, whatever they want to call themselves, they try to make videos to say the Moors doing this. No, those NBC's doing it, but Europeans doing it too. Show both sides, and then you have something to compare to. But we ain't gonna do that. Cause see, I told y'all, Negroes always take shit Europeans do and try to mix that with the teachings of our prophet. But I'm not gonna allow that today. That's some European shit. Now, that sovereign citizen, that 1099 canceling corporate debt, that's some European shit. And the Moors that's in the temple, them older Moors, they know they mixing that shit and tricking you. That's why they ain't gonna go to jail, but you do. Look at it. Look at the shit. Tell me if I'm lying. Tell me if I'm lying, Moors. See, these people are trying to make slander because they see goofy people doing things with a fez on, but them not Moors that under them not no Moors, no educators, no scholars, no sheiks. But put the same effort showing them Europeans that's doing the same damn thing that them goofy Negro Moors doing with a fez on. They've been doing it for years. It's an old man on YouTube right now with a beard been doing this shit for years. It's a husband and wife on there been doing it for years. And then Moors all in their inbox. Or they gonna claim my nationality and they charging you $250 for some fucking paperwork. Tell me I'm lying. But you don't see nobody making videos of all those Europeans. Go on YouTube right now. It's a gang of Europeans doing that shit. Gang of them. Tell me I'm lying. Somebody talk to me. Because it's a husband and wife on YouTube doing that shit right now. European. You don't see nobody making no videos of them, do you? You don't see nobody that try to make videos just showing Moors doing all that goofy ass retarded shit. Do the same thing with all your people doing that shit. Because there's way more Europeans on YouTube, Albion, talking about that 1099 canceling corporate debt and pay your bills. Come on. I did a whole lecture at the college campus. I know way more Europeans locked up for that shit. I told y'all, research a group called the Paradigm Group. They all got arrested in Canada. And then all those ones, I show things for research. It's a book. It's a European wrote a book about all that. All his lectures was in the prison. He talking. That's why I be laughing at Moors. They be taking that shit. I said, but this man sitting in a joint and all these people locked up. You can't take that. I be using shit for educational purposes only. But Moors be missing it. And I'm like, you finna get locked up just like they were. And these is facts. That's why I said the pendulum swing both ways. That ain't more science. That ain't more science. They can get mad at all you want. All that squatting in houses, all that I'm some sovereign citizen, all that I'm some militia, that's a European thing. Because we ain't no militia. I tell you, you can have your own security team, just like the Fruit of Islam, just like my security team that we created that's legit. Mutas of Allah. Everything is legit. Everything I do is legit. Everything. We ain't squatting no houses. We ain't no sovereign citizens. That's an oxymoron. How you a sovereign and a citizen at the same time? That's an oxymoron. Sovereign state, sovereign body. And then you got Europeans that like to make videos but don't want to show their faces. No disrespect to no one. And jump over all people pages for distractions. Show your own people doing this shit that been doing it for years. Go on YouTube and I don't even say names, but I know all of them names. I know them all. And they know what they say, Sheik, you 100% right. No, that's what I'm saying. When you come wrong, I'm gonna tell it all. Europeans been playing that game, getting Negroes caught up for that shit, and they all go to jail. And they know it. And Negroes, when they chase a dollar, then they see that, they try to bring that same shit right in your own community. They don't take this shit to no other community and get other people caught up. They bring this goofy ass shit that they done saw Albie, the Europeans do, and bring that shit in their own community and try to mix that shit with more science. Because they some bums. Nah. You can get mad. Come on. You know it ain't no more science shit if Europeans doing it. Come on, man. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. This getting them Negroes in trouble. I'm telling y'all. I know preachers be trying to do Moors getting in trouble. This shit is for this book is a joke. This information is offered for educational purposes only, not to be taken as legal advice. These statements might be true or false. And Morris, take this shit, and you got little boys living in their mama basement talking about, I'm gonna tell you how to do this. Man, tell them to open up their portfolio. These people living in the basement in a goddamn apartment on Section 8, and they flash up to a little couple dollars on here. Don't nobody got that real money, flash no money. That's some boy stuff. Don't nobody got no real money talking about, oh, I'll go up carrying my court with a couple tennis shoe money. This shit getting, this trash book. This trash book. And that's what they use. They are out of jurisdiction. They ain't gonna come to me with that trash. This shit will get you locked up. And that's what's happening with all these goofy Negroes and them Europeans that's making videos on YouTube, getting more caught up in dumb shit. Playing the game. They've been doing that shit. And so we seeing it doing it, and then Negroes jump and play that same game that the European been doing forever. I'm telling you, and they know I'm telling the truth. This is no slander. If we're gonna talk about one thing, talk about it all. Talk about it all. This shit getting Morris locked the hell up. Talk about canceling some corporate debt. And I said, I'd never do business with no goofy Negro more. How you gonna go in a contract with me and then you'll go into a great contract with me? Say if I own a car lot and I help you get a great car, and I own all these houses and I help you get a good house, you gonna listen to some goofy ass more on the internet or some European on the internet talk about you can cancel corporate debt with a 1099. You ain't got to worry about the police. You ain't got to worry about the police with me. I'm coming, and I'm gonna tell the police I'm coming. Why? Because this nigga trying to criminalize me. I'm taking it personally. I'm coming for your ass with my team. You want to play games? Well, boom. Because I can go sit down. I can post bail. Give a shit. You ain't finna, ain't nobody finna do me wrong, knowing that they trying to do me, knowing they trying to scam. You want to scam? You ain't got to worry about the course. The course gonna get you, but we gonna get you too. Because you need to be got. You need to be exposed. You going around getting people caught up in a burning house? That's all Moors do. You got a whole bunch of bum Moors. Oh, I want to cancel shit. I want to stop paying child support. I want to squat in houses. All that shit. Man, y'all don't know what happened. All the brothers that squat in houses, I can show y'all film. They squat in one of the brothers was squat in the Empress house. All on the news. She sent it to me like, they ain't doing this nowhere. They doing this to their own people. Task force had to come and get him out of there. And one of the brothers ran to China. I don't got to say no names. There ain't no reason for me to say no names. That shit is out there. It's too much. And this is, in law, this is called free information. It's called doc number. The Free Information Act. It's public records. And they don't be using a BL. This shit is free. The Free Information Act. Doc number. Precedent in law cases. Precedent in law cases. Doc number. Free Information Act. That shit too simple. And I ain't got to say no name. A whole bunch of them brothers ran to China. I don't got to say no names. And if you think I'm talking about somebody, that's on you. I keep telling y'all. And then if certain stuff work, then that should tell you something about the system. Then it's a whole joke. Remember Moss Def, Hassim Bey? He tried to, when he went out of the country, he used the world passport. And you see how hard it was for him to get back into the States? So you think somebody playing a game with you with your life or make something up, and if you get out of the country with that, man, blessings to you. But then getting back, man, you don't want nobody to be playing with your life. And then these people be making fake videos. Oh, look, I used this to get there again. Man, you let people play with your life, stage and shit. And then the first thing we do is talk about, oh, the word, man, this is Illuminati. But people playing with your life. This it's a joke. They got you under colorable law stuff. They got you operating just like this. And they know Negro, black, and color is a heretic. Really, you need to be killed. That's what ancient. I'm telling you. That's why I say when Europeans, when Negroes play that game, when a European jumped on my page, Swindle King Hoodwink, and I killed him with kindness, and I was like, I'm a Moor, and the first disrespectful thing that the European did, because he's a big European, I know who they are. And I see a black dude. That's disrespect. You saying I'm a slave, and you jump on my page with that disrespectful slander? I don't jump on nobody's page and say you a European, you a Trelodike, you a Albion, and your ancestors walked around on 4 hands. I don't do no shit like that. I don't disrespect no one. But I give history from a historical perspective. Moors jumping around here, there, mixing things, and let people play with them. I do things in love. I'm more than the Moor. I am the great I am. God and man is one. But I'm not going to let nobody come on my page and be disrespectful, because that's what you do. And that person was the Swindle King Hoodwink. And I say, dude, I know you a European. You know who I am. You know I'm part of the Philosophical Research Society. You know you a European Mason. You know you a son of a Muslim. You know this. I'm 99 degrees, the ancient rite of Memphis and Mizraim. They know that. They all know that. And so when I speak from a place of wisdom. And then when I say, you clearly you ain't do your research. The guy that was trying to jump on my page, the troll, Swindle King Hoodwink, that be on all Moore's pages. And then when he did some little research, I know people started hitting him up with like, well, that shit Goodman Bay probably feel like you wrong. I guarantee you somebody was like, man, your dad, the European, like your dad respect this man. Your dad sit on his hands. If your dad a Mason, when he see this man, you have to. That haram with beef, all that shit, they know I know what this about. They know I know what all this about. Who's buried in a shallow grave? Who did it? Who had a jubilee? They know why they must wear all those signs and symbols to do work with us. And our Moore's Quran chapter 5 is in. They know. Albert Churchward told them that. The signs and symbols of primordial man. So I speak from science. I ain't speaking from no hate. When I say the European agree with me, they must if they a Mason. Especially the Scottish Rite Masons. They know what I'm talking about. They know. And the higher you get in Masonry, you become a practicing Al-Islam. They know this. My tassel is not pinned down. My fez ain't black just because I like the color of black. I didn't go to get advanced degrees and to be a part of these things, to toot my horn. I want to do this to be manufactured, to be able to speak, to be able to go in all places, the churches, the Catholic houses, the synagogues, which I've done. And so when people come on my page, Europeans, like that person, the Swindle King Hoodwink, and try to jump on my page, and the first thing he said, when I say more, the troll, the European, the Albion, the Trailerdyke, say, I see a black dude. I don't disrespect nobody like that. And I'm like, but I'm not black. I'm not black. I'm not your Negro. I'm not none of those. I'm not none of that. So when people play these black games, when people play this other black game with this ass book, talk about canceling your corporate debts, y'all know these Moors done got y'all playing a dangerous game. And all this stuff, I'm telling y'all, you can go on YouTube. Europeans been doing that shit forever. I know all of them. And then Negroes, Moors be on these pages. Well, can you show me how to do this? I said, so you want to do some European shit? Our prophet said he going to the European longer. Not on that. He's showing you what not to do. We are Moorish Americans. All you got to do is be a part of your religious organization, and the religious laws trump all that shit that have to do with the government. Y'all don't know that? That's why you think all churches and things are taxing for the federal government. It works both ways. You can make purchases because we taxes them. We got a taxes D number. You don't pay taxes on purchases. And when you give your donations or things, you get a taxes receipt to offset your taxes. See, this is simple. That's why the church is popping. That's why the mosque is popping. You don't see no Moorish Science Temple of nothing affiliated with the Moorish Science Temple on doing nothing grand. It's all bum shit because they don't understand. And you got all Moors think they just want to operate without donating no finances. Well, how you going to be big? How you going to write literature? How you going to do all these grand things? How your sheik is a sheik and she is not an educator? Oh, he's my sheik. Y'all voted on him? That's just like that church stuff. Oh, my pastor, he was called. Called by who? Who? Tyrone called him? Oh, I was ordained. Ordained by who? Another goof? It ain't no initiation. That's why I said I never debate no one that should be a student. I don't care how old you are. You can be an old fool. Why? Because you are the young fool. It be all rhetoric. It be all rhetoric. I can't make you nothing. I teach you the science. And then Moors always act like they don't have nothing. But you go on their page, they living their best life. And I say it's about being consistent. Not how much or how little. It's about being consistent with something. We a real body. We a real body. The Burning Bush Tabernacle Science Temple in school, I teach more science systematically. I teach history. I teach law. I teach finances. I teach micro and macroeconomics. I teach health and wealth. I'm a drug counselor, alcohol counselor. I train basketball in real life. I'm a marriage counselor. I'm a divine minister in real life. All of these things. And people can see me. People can touch me. I ain't just jumped in no more science. I've been through all the fire. I tell people I've been in ministry. I've had churches. I've done all this. I have advanced degrees in academia. I do lectures in prisons. I'm from Flint, Michigan. I go to Thumb Correctional Facility and talk to all those prisoners that no one would go to speak to. I don't care if you're Catholic, Muslim, Moor, Egyptologist, what you believe in a rock, whatever, Buddha, a God, man, can synchronize the teachings. That's what this is about. I don't care what color you are, because the spirit of Allah works through man and works through woman. It ain't have no jurisdiction over color. That's why when the troll jumped on my page, Swindle King Hoodwink, if this person really done their research, they'll see that I deal with all people. Like, man, I have more different nationalities that deal with me than on Moors. I'm in Arizona. When I do lectures, it's filled with different nationalities. Man, a lot of my college associates, they ask me to come to their churches. They be asking me to tutor their children. And all the academia, all the books I have a whole goddamn storage unit with 15,000 books. I got mypdfbooks.com, books with the Z, where you can download books on your tablet and you don't got to go to Amazon and spend thousands of dollars for those books. Then more say, I don't like to write in my book. I say, well, send the book to Office Max and Staples and they'll bind it and print it for you like this. I say, if you like the books, you can send the book to Office Max and Staples and they'll bind it for a fee. Just like this. All my books be PDF. You go on Amazon and see how much this book costs. You're not finna spend $4 on this. That's why I be laughing at Moors with all that spookism. I say, man, John Coleman been destroyed that. The Tavistock Institution of Human Relations. This shit is old. This book cost $4. I lecture this book with all Europeans, thousands, and they all give $200-300 donation because I give them the books. They like, Sheik, when you speak, you're not used to this. I say, well, not around my own people, and it ain't no disrespect. Other nationalities is into the science. They study you to a T. That's why they winning. That's why I said I rise above. I'm telling you, and this science right here, man, I know Moors ain't even read it, ain't even cracked it. Y'all heard of it, but it's right here. And they get the books from me. Well, why would I go to Amazon and I know you, we graduate together? I'm gonna help you. This is what the Europeans say. I'm gonna help you become a millionaire. Blew my mind. That's why I just sit back and I don't say nothing. We're gonna sell over $10 million worth of literature. We convert expensive books to PDFs. We gonna make over $10 million legit. I'm telling you, and I'm gone. And we gonna build the temple, and everybody that's just jump on our page and look, I'll say everybody had an opportunity to be a part of something. Like I told Moore one day I was lecturing, I said we weren't about TD Jakes and the thousands of people he have. Okay, you know all these Moors on my page, they know more. 10,000 Moors giving $40 a month is $4.8 million a year. We ain't donating nothing. We just jumping on people's pages here. Well, I want to hear what he said. He said some good stuff. But we ain't consistent with nothing. We ain't coming to class. We ain't giving no donations. Church folk, if they miss church, they still donate. Their family donate. And then people don't even like what's going on in the church and they still give. And then more say they love what we do. They love this. And they give pennies off the ground. But we spend more money on other bullshit. Like I know more to smoke $400 of weed up every day, every week. I smoke what, man? I smoke shit. I smoke $400 worth of weed a week. And then you don't want to be a member. You don't have a fast. You don't have none of this. You won't come to class. You don't want to see nothing grow. You don't want to see nothing grow. You don't want to see a Moor and a body be like, listen, look what these brothers doing. Look at the school they have. Look at the after school they have for the kids. Well, we're going to watch the Jews do it. The European Jews do it. After they have their 7th hour and be taxes in for the federal government, and then have all their grant writers apply for grants and all these things that you don't have to give back because the money go back to the states each year. I teach this shit. I operate a lot on grants. I don't even talk about it. That's why I be laughing. I said, man, clearly you're not operating right because you pay taxes. It's money for these nonprofit organizations, especially churches. I told Moors, any state you in, look up Grant Watch in your state. Look up Texas Grant Watch. Look up Atlanta or Georgia Grant Watch. I'm in Arizona Grant Watch, and I operate in Flint, Michigan, and I operate in Vegas. I get grants and shit on all those states. Especially back at the crib in Michigan, like when my mom do her after school activities, we get grants from the state to go and have 7th hour. Instead of we got to beg Negroes to say, look what my mom teaching. Look how she teaching these kids how to read, showing these young girls how to be etiquette. And our own people don't want to give donations. We got to go get grants and things from the state and ask people for charitable contributions to give something. Not what I'm saying is the grant to take care of it, but you ask for a donation for the time. Some people will donate, some people don't. But that's what we have to do the work in our community because our own people won't donate shit. They be afraid to, and I'll be like, why are you afraid to give to a donation to something you like? You will go to see Usher on some fucking skates and then get mad at a person asking for donations. I'm not asking for donations. When I do lectures and teachings, I ask you to come to class. And I say it's a suggested donation of $25. You can come to class Saturday and Sunday. And the $25 donation, you're going to get so much literature, it's going to build your library. And then why wouldn't you want to give $100 a month and come to class Saturday and Sunday, work out with us? Why not? $100 a month is nothing to be a part of something. And then get to the level where you get back to $200 a month, which most of all my members do. They all give $200 a month because we do building. A part go for the chic and a part go for the movement, for what we doing. I'm transparent. And each year we do big shit. We own acres in Mojave, Arizona. We're building on it, building our garden, building our own campus. We getting ready to have our 3rd annual meet and greet out here in Phoenix. It's going to be dope. Our flyer coming. I'm going to be inviting more. It's going to be $100 for couples. It's going to be amazing. 3 days. Friday, our meet and greet. We're going to go through the Herb Museum. The museum is amazing. Saturday, we having our Moorish dinner with dancing and our ribbon pinning. Sunday, we having service. Sunday, we wearing our Moorish American regalia. Saturday, we wearing tuxes. We do real things. We are building, and I have a whole curriculum. I have a whole curriculum for babies, for our elementary kids, because they can get the 1, 2, 3s and ABCs from public schools, but they get this more science from their sheet, from their teacher. That's what needs to be implemented. We don't need to take nothing from our babies. We need to add value because our babies need to be in the community. Our babies need to be in the public to know how to deal with different nationalities and deal with different things that go on in life. But we got to give them some of our own. And if the schools is not doing that, then it's on us to send our children to that. Be like, okay, Sheik having a study hour. We have study class time at this time on this day for the children after they done went to school to go over history and things, boom, 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 health and wealth, and show these kids how to be financially smart at a young age. And so when they get in their 20s, they be successful. They don't learn how to retire in their 70s in debt. I teach them how to be successful in their 20s. I teach families how to use their money and invest and show your kid how to create businesses at a young age and take themselves out of public and put themselves in private by having their own organization. And if you're spiritual, you really want a religious or scientific organization. So you tax them for the government and you can do community work and you can ask for donations, charitable donations like I do. Like I go places, like I get all type of stuff from Sprouts and Fry's and VG's. When I do events and things, I ask for charitable contributions. And they ask for my tax exempt. They like, what you trying to do? I like, well, I want to try to feed the seniors, on this so-called holiday. I might need some turkey, some blah, blah, blah. They ask for my paperwork for my tax exempt and they hook me up. Just like I did a fundraising event at the Goodwill. I went to the Goodwill, I told them who I was, and they said, okay, I had to sign up because a lot of businesses do monetary and tangible donations for companies, for nonprofits, because they have to do that each year. They got money, they got to donate. And so I went to them, explained, and so for 3 days, they raised money. When you go to Goodwill, they say, hey, do you want to donate to this charity? Do you want to donate your change? So out in Arizona, they did it for 3 days. Do you want to donate your change to the Burning Bush Tabernacle Science Temple and School? And they did that in all of the original Goodwills in my area. I had a soccer camp at the Avondale Sports Complex. I had Gatorade. They came, brought pallets of Gatorade, and Adidas brought me headbands and things because they couldn't give us any funds because, I solicited them late. So they did give us some tangible things. They gave us some headbands, some shirts, and some other things. And so that's what this is all about with me, man. And I what more did you know that can go in prisons and have Bible study and have Quran study and do unions in prisons? I've done that, man. I'm in Arizona. I've been to all the elementary schools, Would you say, Noble? We are tribe in school, all who are watching, subscribe, inquiry classes. Real talk. I'm out of Arizona. I've done lectures at the Estrella Community College, at the elementary schools, all that. And the professors and the teachers asked me to come in. That's why I say, man, it's more science is universal. And then most of the schools out here is different nationalities. So when Europeans be coming to me with slander, the Europeans that deal with me would be upset. They'd be like, why are you talking to this man, that person that jumped on my page, that troll, that grown-ass man with a family and kids, the Swindle King hoodwink? My European friends would be like, what? Like, man, who the fuck you think you are? Especially my cloth friends, that's Masons, that's Scottish, right? They'll be highly upset because they know that they sons of Muslims. They probably done jumped in his inbox. And I'm talking about my European colleagues, my professors, like, you disrespectful. This man ain't black. You jump on a person's page and say, oh, I see a black dude. That's disrespect. That's like calling me a nigga. That's like calling me a Negro and a slave, a heretic. I don't play that shit. From nobody, from my people, from nobody, I don't play that. I'm not Negro, black, and color. I'm not none of that. I'm not none of those misnomers. I don't disrespect no one. But when they play that game, I say, well, what you talking about? Because no disrespect, a European ain't the author of nothing. Only thing a European did, no disrespect, is falsified the history books. And they'll tell you that. All academia in the States is pseudo-academia. That Eurocentric and that Negrocentric propaganda. Period. Ain't no discovery, nothing come from no Europe. Everything came from Africa. Socrates, Plato, Aristotle, where did they go? Africa. We ain't never been without water. We ain't never been without all the necessities of life. Always had it. Always. We ain't live in no damn cave. We ain't live with no dinosaurs. Everybody want to talk that dinosaur stuff. You can have it. That's why I be telling people, I'm not going to argue with no one that say they lived in a fucking cave and live with some dinosaurs and even have enough brain power to make no fucking shoes in their feet. And you going to argue with somebody like that? I'm not. They say they grew up in a cave and grew up and lived with dinosaurs. I don't have no history of living with no dinosaurs. That's why they always try to whitewash history. And try to say they the truth. They came up with nothing. If they lived in some caves, they too busy trying to survive. This is their story, not mine. I come from love, but we can get all the way there with the shit. I can get all the way. The Bible, I can show you that the misnomer black man is the father of civilization, proved by the fucking Bible. And it ain't nothing to debate. Because what's understood don't need to be debated. That's why the scripture says, woe to you lying lawyers. Just like Khalid Muhammad, how he debated the lying, excuse my candor again, the lying European lawyer. Go pull it up on YouTube just because you're a lawyer. Man, the scriptures tell you, woe to you lying lawyers. We'll break this shit down. That's why I said, and they know. Because I've done this with professors and scholars that's all different nationalities and got a standing ovation. Only thing that a European did is whitewash the history books. No disrespect. I ain't saying nobody is better than no one, but don't come to me with no slander. Just like the Book of Mormon. I tell y'all, it was plagiarized. The Book of Mormon was plagiarized by a book called View of the Hebrews. Joseph Smith, what's his name? John Smith, whatever the European name is. I lectured this at school. He had the book checked out when he was plagiarizing it. It's damn near word for word. And he didn't even give credit to the original thought like Noble Drew Ali did. Noble Drew Ali said it's gathered, compiled, and divinely prepared. Our Moorish Quran is part of the Bible. Unto thee I grant. The Akashic records, the Brahmin texts. A lot of the shit is, you can be like word for word. And our prophets tell you it's divinely prepared. But what, no disrespect, but what do the Europeans do? They try to act like they all wise. And I'll show you that that's fallacy. Just like Bertram Thomas, another European, he wrote the book called The Arab. Told you what the Arab is. He stayed with him. And then Vladimir Dale told you what the Arab is. Then I gotta watch this. Watch this. Let me see. What am I? Let me see. Let me see. If I got something on hand. If I can pull something out real fast. Here we go. 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 I don't even have to go too far. When I talk about the Moor and the Israelite, you all friends. You letting Isaac and Ishmael was brothers. We be letting people get us all caught up. The European agree with me. It ain't no disrespect. Right here, James Adair, Adair, and you will read it's be right there. And then you no disrespect, and then the European scholars that try to debunk things. I said, how can you debunk something and you ain't using none of the first century scholars that wrote about this Moor's legacy? You ain't gave up no J.A. Rogers, you ain't gave up no David McRitchie, you ain't gave up no Lewis and Clark. That you ain't giving up none of that. Because you know, you ain't talking about Albert Church Ward, you ain't talking about none of that. You ain't talking about George G.M. James, because you know the truth. James Adair, superb accounts of the Native Americans are derived from his personal experience, meeting and interacting with the various tribes during the 18th century colonial era. I'm telling you, just like Bertram Thomas did, the book, The Arab. And then I got the books, they tried to take one page out. But James Adair was a passionate chronicler, explorer, trader who ventured through North America in an effort to discover new lands, exchange goods, blah, 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 blah. They say, although he was an amateur scholar, so what? He's still a scholar. And it's like close to this book is dedicated to the notion that the Native American tribes are the descendants from the lost tribes of Israel. You know what I'm saying? Then they try to discredit Europeans. They try to do that with the fake Carmen Dayton. But the analysis in part to cater for popular demand, because it's the truth. The notion that the Native Americans were directly descended from the Israelites of ancient times. Just like when I tell y'all the Igbo and the Igbo is the Jew. And I show y'all that the Jews, they agree with me, the European Jew. I've done this too many times. Just like the more Zionist Jews. It's no slander. You put things in color and you will see. Just like when I take y'all to the Jim Crow Museum. It's too much rich history. And I don't even got to pull out all of the plethora of wisdom. I ain't even got deep in all the Europeans that agree with me. So when a person like that person, a Swindle King Hoodwink, jumped on my page, because I ain't even blocked him. He ain't even came back on my page. And I say, now, when you ain't did your research, because I'm connected to people that's be like, wait a minute, you slandering this man, and this man is a business. He got every right to bring you up on charges. And now what somebody said, now whatever happened after that, I hope you got that same energy. And that's what I be telling people. Don't jump on it here with that negative energy. Just keep that shit to yourself. Because that tell me how little that an adult is and how mentally messed up when I say all this stuff is trained at home, when you can see how messed up a child will be from the adult. From an adult that'll take their time out of day to jump on somebody's page that they don't even agree with and just to cause slander, because everybody is not bad. Just like every European is not evil. Every Negro is not evil. It's the heart of a man. That's why I say God works through man. Man is made in the image of Elohim. All man. Every man is a Muslim. If you come from your mother, you are a Muslim. I don't have no control over the color of your skin. That's what I tell people. But if the heart is pure, you are a Muslim. I don't care what color you are. That's why I say I'm a divine minister. I touch all different people. Man and woman is made in the image of Elohim. Hell, the great God, the creator, created the black bear and the polar bear. They still both bears, but with different chemical makeups. Oh, so you're going to put the great creator in the box to say, oh, this is the devil, this, that. No, it's the heart of man. It's your conditioning. It's your makeup. It's where you've been conditioning to do. These behaviors become learned. So I don't get into caught up in color because God works through man. I don't care what color you are. I'm in Arizona and I've been treated so nice from Europeans. I go around Negroes, they look at me like you some Muslim. And I go around Europeans, they like, oh, you a Buddha, you a shaman. They want me around to teach. Because I've been teaching just like, look, man, let me tell y'all something. Look up David Icke and then research one of my elders, Credo Matua. Our own people don't be into this shit, but you see these Europeans be into that shit and they make money and they become rich. Why the scholar, why the shaman be poor? That ain't gonna happen to me. I told you I've been looking for a PR person. I wanted to be a Moor. Because I don't want nobody else to be like, well, I'm going to have to. They're going to make just as much. They're going to be rich. If I make 100 million, they're going to make at least 10, 20 million because they rocking with me. I tell Moors, man, I got a lot to offer. All these books that I done gathered and compiled, I'm getting ready to go on a tour. I don't want to give that to somebody else. I want somebody that knows somebody to be like, listen, man, let me push you out. Hey, we Moors. Hey, shit, you come here. Get on the circuit. All these Moors on my page, y'all don't know nobody to bring Moors together. I come with a lot. I don't want to just teach other people how to get it and how to survive. It's too many Moors that be on my page that just be following here and we ain't touching each other. What? That shit is whack. But I bet you if your ass was locked up, you would be my main boy. Because my homeboy that's in Vegas that been locked up for almost 15 years, he out now doing his thing. He like Sheik. If they ass was locked up, they'd be needing you. Because them Negroes be scared in prison. And this is what my homie said. He's like, you the one that can deal with the tough man and the scary man. This is one of my brothers said, he in Vegas. He don't be on here a lot, but he support with his finance. He's like, Sheik, I'm getting this bag. He like, I ain't gonna leave. And people say I ain't give none of my love, none of the money I'm making to what I'm doing. I'm having all this fun. He said, because you saved me. Here it is. Hey, my brother did 12 years in the joint. He like, man, I'm trying to hit a fly. And I'm like, break the analogy down. That fly couldn't do nothing to him because you feel when you all big, you hard, anything, you about to hurt yourself with a fly. That fly ain't gonna do nothing. But then the scary dude scared of the fly too. So now when I'm talking about the bee, both, it's anger. He was like, no, it's more than just force. It's more than just force. You got to use your brain. That's what the scriptures is talking about. Strategy. I do strategy to win. This is a war. This ain't no fight. This is strategy. Strategy, you got to bring everybody together. Everybody got to play a part. That's why I said I can't do this by myself. I need hundreds, thousands. I need all the more that's on my page. What the fuck is the problem? Why? I'm talking about grown men. I can ask everybody on it down like, how old are you? 40 this, 40 that. But you ain't about nothing real. You just want to jump on my page. You don't want to donate shit. And then we want to talk about, make memes about the churches and this and that. They doing what the fuck they want to do. What temple you part of? Ain't no temple in my area, but you jump on my page. Nobody want to give no donations. Nobody want to get none of the literature. Nobody go on mypdfbooks.com. I do these lectures, jump off. I don't see nobody jump on the page. But then when I go to the college and do lectures, I leave with thousands of dollars because I'm lecturing on my PDF books. They like, well, do you got those books available? Yep. Bam, bam, bam. And we say we study and reread. I got all this shit converted to PDFs. MorrisHaberdasher.com. You can get all your Morris American regalia. Morris just jump on here and cracking their fucking toes like they watching the soaps and shit. But what we gonna support? What we gonna donate to? When we gonna come to class? We ain't gonna help nobody get there. So all we're gonna deal with a whole bunch of Moors talking dumb shit. Go on my YouTube page, Kareem Ibn Hakeem Goodman Bey. I think we did YouTube. Did we do Sunday school on YouTube? Yep, we did. We did Sunday school on YouTube, and we did it on our Temple and School page. I asked Morris to subscribe to our Temple and School page on Instagram, burningbushtabernacle.ts. I be trying to show you what we talk about in class systematically. Because people just jumping on here and I'm freestyling. I'm courting you. We have systematic teachers. We have literature. And I know for a fact the literature and the stuff that we have, I know Moors don't have it. I know Moors don't have it because a lot of Moors haven't been educated systematically. They've been taught by a goddamn shade tree mechanic. So you all over the place. You chasing something. Oh man, I need to do this. I need to file this. I need to file this. All that dumb shit. And don't understand that the religious laws trump all that shit. You put one foot above the other, and I'll keep telling you it's a simple way to do this. Let me explain this to you. You want to be a part of a tribe because the religious laws trump every fucking thing. But we don't know that. We playing a deadly game. We playing a Negro game. That's exactly what these Moors playing. You playing a Negro game, following people on YouTube. That's fucking bums. That's a RICO law. Didn't I show y'all, Amaso? Didn't I show them that sovereign citizen list, that goddamn domestic terrorist list? How many times? They all on the motherfucker. Excuse my candor. They all on there. And then we sit up here and be on these people's comments like, ooh, I knew they was real. Cause they in a goddamn car. That shit is crazy. And grown people getting in trouble. With that counseling course though, that Morris American counselor, that's all criminal shit. Come to class and learn and save your life. This shit, your life will be saved. And the reason why Moors don't come all the way in because they already done that dumb shit. I know Moors that lost their houses. I know Moors that lost their cars. I know Moors that went down there to the DMV. Oh, I'm a Moor. And no disrespect. I'm just keeping it real. With that House Joint Resolution, that lady in the glass don't know what the fuck you talking about behind no glass. That lady don't know what the hell she talking about behind no glass. You wasting your breath. And now she finna call the manager out. Now you on a domestic terrorist list. The shit be that simple. Now you get pulled over for all type of shit because we don't like to listen. And I say you proclaim, declare, and have due process. You proclaim, declare, have due process. What? Damn it, your signature mean more. I keep telling Morris, they shit don't mean nothing. When you part of a school and a tribe, we got our own shit, and it don't replace nothing. Your signature mean that. That's the only UCC you need to be worried about is your fucking signature. That's reserving your right. You annex your L, your signature. I don't care what nobody typed, what a motherfucker typed. So that's type what you sign. Everybody know I'm telling the truth. You reserve your right. When you go, everything you do, you go into a fucking contract. When you got a cell phone, your smart ass went to a contract. I bet you ain't reserved your right when you went in that motherfucking phone, did you? I bet you got cable. I bet you a smart ass ain't reserved your right. I bet you either paying mortgage or you rent the house. I bet you ain't reserved your right. I bet you did, but you playing. Everything your ass do is in a contract. So don't come to me playing them dumbass games. More ain't annexing they L when they do business. They listen to shit on YouTube. I'm like, dude, what's wrong with going in contracts? If you know if you going in the contract the right way, we just broke this shit down in class. That's why Moors be criminals with this garbage shit. I'm gonna cancel all my corporate debts with that bullshit that y'all got from them goofy Negroes on the internet, but they fucking bums. Real shit. What can they provide? A whole bunch of old shit, and then what? And then donations. What are they providing? What is they providing? What are literature? What are books? What are class? What a land. You've been doing this shit for 20, 40, 50 years. What a land. You traveling all over the world. I travel on my own fucking dime. I don't need nobody to send me no donations to travel. What the fuck that got to do with it? What are books? What are literature? Ain't nobody finna buy a whole bunch of books and put them on their backpack and travel. I have the system to where you don't have to go to Amazon and buy this book for no damn $4,000. You don't have to go to Amazon and buy the Marcus Garvey letter for $3,600. You get that shit from me. But see, Moors don't like to see nobody successful. They like to see other people successful. They like to see all those different nationalities make something because we don't support nothing. We don't support shit. We jump on people pay. We don't get no donations. And I know Moors be on here forever. Ain't never asked Sheik, man, what's their donation? I want to give a donation for your time, and I love to get your books. And I say, well, go on our mypdfbooks.com, book with the Z. Then if you come to class, I give you the shit for donations. That's what I be telling Moors. I'm like, that's like when I be doing lectures and I say my cash app is $KG Bay. If Moors was fucking smart, a Moor be like, man, man, that book you was holding up, can I give a donation? Yup. You'll give me a donation. You'll put your email in my inbox. I'll send that shit to you right then. It's a lot that come with this. Every lecture I do, I be offering the literature. My Muftis and my Nobles they book catalog is probably worth over $100 grand. Because my Muftis got one book that the Negro try to sell on on Amazon for $250 grand. See, I'll be transparent. See, the thing about with like a lot of misnomer Moors and Negroes don't understand that I have a lot of connections from Harvard, Cambridge, Oxford, and they have their own esoteric and philosophical research. I know a lot of older Europeans, professors, esoterics, and Gnostics that their kids are not in it. So a lot of their research and stuff was given to me. I told you I'm part of the Philosophical Research Society. I just had one of a scholar that I call an elder, a European. Man, gave me so much old shit. One book I got from him. Y'all think the Atlantis of Latter Days something, my Muftis? I got one that's older than that. The book like $400 and some thousand is discontinued. And so back to what I'm saying, what is the 103 Amazing Facts About the Negro? That's not J.A. Rogers' book. Y'all know that one I'm talking about. And it's only like a little outline on Amazon. They got that book for 250 fucking thousand. 200. Who finna buy that book for 250 grand? And the Negro that put it on there for 250 grand, he a clown. And I say that. Yes, it's some stuff in there, but man, I can gather, compile that, and quote it and give it reference from not that. It's good information, but I can quote the research from somewhere else. Why would I put that shit on Amazon for 250 grand? I know nobody can get that shit. See, that's what Negroes do to each other. They put the stuff on Amazon. They know the average person can't get it. I do, because that's what I spend my money on. And I'm an organization. I'm tax exempt. I'm a real sheik. I'm a real shaman. I'm a real educator. A lot of shit be donated to me, and people write it off on their taxes. I'm telling people the truth. So why? And I say, we right here. And Moors will go right to Amazon. This book from Amazon. I know you ain't read it. How much you pay? You pay $400 from a book that you can get from a sheik. That's some more. That supports a small fraction of the PDF. Like you go on Amazon right now, I guarantee you this book 4 bands. I guarantee you. It's probably about 4 bands. You say you like to write in a book, send it to Office Max and Staples, they'll print it. They'll print it. 103 of facts about the Negro of the Western Hemisphere on Amazon. Let me see, hold on. Let me see something. Because I got a goodie basket right here. On Amazon, it's a grip. And I'm trying to show people, like, I got the literature for you. If you want to learn, I got the literature for you. Like, if you ever seen this, The Sacred Magic of Abramelin the Magi. This is 3 volumes. These 3 volumes is one of the most expensive and ancient books in the world. I got 3 volumes, but you have to have somebody teach it to you. I mean, Pascal Beverly Randolph. It's a lot of stuff I can illuminate stuff to you and make people sit on their hands. Not in no disrespect, but in love. Even the Clock of Destiny is good stuff in here. If you read, if you understand the Zodiac, it's no slander. It's no slander. You got to be an adept thinker of wisdom and understanding. Like, if Moors confused, this is one of my books that I gathered and compiled. Interpretation of the Divine Creed of Moorish Islam. Every Moor should have this. It's on my mypdfbooks.com, books with the Z, for only $12. It's worth it. And then most of my books, I don't make them super long because I know most Moors don't have an attention span to read a lot. So I make my books about 15, 20 pages. Hold on. Yeah, I'm almost done, bro. Yeah. One of my guys just hit me up. He like, Sheik, I'm on you. He was like, nah, I told you, I know some people that sponges. I'm finna tell you a message somebody just sent me. He was like, Sheik, my apology. Like, I didn't know you had all this available. He just spent $500 and got $500 of books. He was like, now, he said he wanted this book so bad. And he was like, but he wasn't going to spend $4,000 on it. And he was like, it's so much science and history in that book. He was like, I'm surprised all Moors ain't got that from you. All the Europeans did. That's why I say when you understand supreme wisdom, it's nothing nobody can do. And then when you connect it, it do mean something. It's so much more stuff. Understanding the preference of status and jurisdiction. Moors don't have the science, and they gotta admit it. When I be showing you Moors be lying about the conflict courts, all that from academia, listen to this. When this is clear all that up, here go that Moorish American conflict fake shit the Moors be saying. Listen to this. The treaty between the United States and Morocco gives the council of the former exclusive jurisdiction in disputes amongst the citizens of the United States, and in criminal cases, it is provided by the 21st article of the same treaty, which reads as follows. If a citizen of the United States should kill or wound a Moor, or on the contrary, if a Moor shall kill or wound a citizen of the United States, the law of the country takes place, and equal justice shall be rendered, the council assisting at the trial. And if any delinquent shall make his or her escape, the council shall not be answerable for him in any manner whatsoever. I hope y'all just heard that. That's the council course for your ass. Now, all the more talk about they above some law, that break it down right there. I just show you that they lying. Now, that was too simple. You need to know all this. You need to know all this. And every European Albion Mason, they'll tell you like, he's teaching you what you need to know. I shoot from the lip, not the hip. I use their science on them. And so if they using the law, I'm going to use the law. That's what I said, man. I travel everywhere on all 4 corners of the earth, and I won't be molested because I operate on truth. And most people that you're going to run across that think they officials, they are Masons. How I know? I already done met them at the Philosophical Research Society. I'm telling you, all of the damn Moors that be on YouTube acting like they Moors and they fucking Freemasons because you don't see them with their fez on, but when they come, they gotta have their regalia on. They should be tied down. They got potentates over them. I know a lot of them. I ain't gonna say their names because it ain't nobody, whatever. That's why I tell people, a true adapt, he gonna operate, and that's what I'm doing. And so I'm just showing y'all I'm just showing you. A true adapter have all type of literature for you about your science. And I know Moors ain't never seen this. That's especially when I be talking about the Moor Salat. When I be talking about the European, when you see this, they only this 1940, but then 1914, but then when I show you that we are our ancient right mystic shrine, I show you within the 1800s, hundreds of years before the European did something. Because everything they did, it's watered down more science. I'm gonna show you. Nothing about them is ancient. And it's no disrespect. I'm telling you, I'm a teacher. This right here, get Moors in trouble. This Zodiac law thing, they be going like, they think this shit means something. This stamp ain't nothing but you can pull up in the Library of Congress. This person that wrote, ain't no lawgiver. That's all the Zodiac law. That's all that is. That AA 22141, January 10th, 2014. Listen to what I'm saying. Additional certificate of registration. That's all this shit is. It's an additional certificate of registration of a claim to copyright. Of a claim to copyright. Of a claim to copyright. Like you can copyright a lot of things. You can copyright what you write for history. I'm telling you facts. These more law got some shit. You ain't got nothing, clown. So this is to certify that the statements set forth in the attacks have been made a part of the records of the Copyright Office with claim of copyright registered under number. That's the registry number. Just like anything about the Moor signs can be looked up in the CCRD, the County of Cook Recorder of Deeds. Come on, man. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. Now, the AA22 number is connected to something, but what's happening, Moor is just putting the paper trace on their ass. When they're going to have to go to court and subpoena and say what it's about. If not, your ass going to jail. Who cares because you got a discount on some dog food? Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? I'm just showing a little documents. It's a whole bunch of this. That's why I say, how you gonna say you know more science and you're not even being guided? And we don't want it to be guided. And then here go how the whole temple is set up. It's very simple. And like I guide y'all. Even the people that had to, that's like our prophet said, he'll lead a European here long enough to show you how to build a nation. Same thing with Moors. Because a lot of these Moors, I told y'all, my pendulum swing the same way. I'll read something. These are the teachings of Noble Drew Ali, as expressed by Supreme Grand Sheikh Walden L., edited and updated by Supreme Grand Sheikh Alonzo Walden L. by the Divine Guidance. Now, these two, when you look up that brother, you'll see the bullshit they done. I told y'all, man, my pendulum swing both ways. I told you, I will leave once I find out you on some bullshit and you can't come back. If I see you in real life, you know you ain't shit. And it replaces you can't replace what the prophet did. That's why I tell people, the prophet's science is older than these Negroes. What happened, these Negroes think that other people stupid, so they start twisting this, we're going to follow these fake taxes. I thought you said you don't pay taxes. They do all this shit and get caught up. And they be leaving you and burning houses because it be a money grab. They be poor. They don't have no businesses. But the science is correct. See, they can't erase what the prophet did. That's why when they take the prophet teachings and they try to mix it with that bullshit, they get in trouble. And that's exactly what's supposed to happen. When I break this down, when I tell y'all, this is the Ku Klux Klan Quran, the Chlorian. I tell y'all, I am not black, I am not Negro. I know Klan. I told you, I graduated from Clear University in Michigan. Well, Clear University, that's one of the toughest business schools. I had to do a damn oral dissertation, a capstone after every class, no matter if you got an A in it or not. The Chlorian. You see, it's the Quran, but they put the L in it. I'm not Negro, black, or nothing. I'm telling y'all, I'm legit. I'm an officer. I don't get no disrespect, no slander from no European. If a European come to me disrespectful, another European gonna get on that ass. I'm telling you what I know, because they sons of Muslims. Period. They know I'm telling the truth. And I ain't even got into no high masonry yet. I ain't even got into no high science. Everything I'm showing you, I know a lot of people don't know what I'm showing, because they take your science and try to make it scary. They try to say Aleister Crowley, which is AKA Serapis Bey, and Pascal Beverly Randolph, the sex magic, they try to twist it. But I bring it back and make it right. Because I ain't gonna let nobody twist our teachings and have you scared of your own fucking shadow. No. Stolen legacy. Socrates, Plato, Aristotle, no. Stolen legacy. George G.M. James will tell you that. I be telling all my homies that's in fraternities with that Greek shit, I say, you ain't no Greek with the European. Now you might be an ancient amount of Britain. I'll be giving them David McRitchie books. I gave one of my homies, David McRitchie, blew his mind. But I said, come on. You ain't no, come on. Stolen legacy. Stolen legacy. Your Akashic records. Akashic records. A lot of our Moorish Quran is conspired off the Akashic records. Let's see, what's this? Okay, now, this right here, no disrespect to my Al-Islam Muslims. The Supreme Wisdom Lessons by Master Fard Muhammad to his servant, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, for the lost foundation of Islam in America, in North America, the Supreme Wisdom Lessons, originated by our Savior, Master Fard Muhammad. I'm going to tell you, no disrespect again. I'm going to tell you that I know all those religious Muslims that just get things and don't use their compass and square to see if you saying these mathematical equations, it ain't no, it might be right. It got to be right or wrong. And no disrespect to nobody, because most people that be religious, they be so caught up in shit that they can't prove. Well, the Bible says prove all things and hold fast to what is good. 1 Thessalonians 5:21, prove all things and hold fast to what is good. I can jump in here and show you that a lot of these mathematical equations is the fuck off. And I don't care how the fuck mad you get. Excuse my candor. You ain't finna give me nothing in no religion, and you say these mathematical equations, and you teach this to the kids, and they turn that shit in, and somebody that's not in religion, nothing, they be like, but this is wrong. But they'll be like, but sir, this is wrong. And a lot of that shit is wrong. And they be mad. I say, oh, so you mad somebody done told you some shit and you ain't never researched it? A lot of this shit is false. Who is the original man? Who is the color man? Some of the shit is true. Why? Who is the original man? The original man is the Asiatic black man. You're not black. Who is the color man? We know something. The color man is the Caucasian white man. And then they say that Yakub. I ain't down with that Yakub shit. I'm not. I'm down with the creator. I ain't finna get into no religious conversation of that. I'm not. Not finna get no tribe or Shabazz or nothing. Because you know like I know. I ain't finna play with no magical shit. After death, all these ancient manuscripts. I don't even need these, but I teach the science. I went through the adapt chamber. Adapt chamber ain't no phone call with no goofy fat person. The adapt chamber is understanding the three religious rites: the Paraclete, the Fatimid, and the Christian or the Catholic rite. This is another book. It's probably $200 on Amazon. Europeans wrote of our prophet, Noble Drew Ali. And then when you research Peter Lambert Wilson, when he got into the science, is a European Jew with a big beard. He changed his name to Hakim Bey. I show y'all how a lot of Moors be lying. All the Moorish paradigm, the Moorish Chronicles, and the Moorish paradigm papers, Hakim Bey, which is Peter Lambert Wilson, he wrote probably about like 10 or 20 of them. I got them all. I met a lot of people. I met Peter Moon. I'm telling you. And so he changed, when he came to the science, Peter Moon changed his name to Hakim Bey. And look who on the cover, our prophet. I got all this stuff, man, for smaller prices on mypdfbooks.com. We teach this stuff. We teach this real power. And the European Masons know it. Remember I was telling you about they know? The Igbo, the Hebrew, they know who the true Jew is. I did an oration of this when I met this young empress, and she lectured this book. The book was by, and she didn't know that I was talking about the Igbo, the Jews. It's a book in 1789, Olaudah Equina, Olaudaequuiano, an Igbo and former slave who lived in London, said in his autobiography that the Igbos were one of the lost tribes of Israel, and cited by the many identical cultural similarities between them and the Jews. And I ain't even gonna jump in all of it, but all my members got the wisdom because I provided for them, and the European agreed with me. The European came to class to meet me. That went. to Igbo land. Here we go right here. I'm trying to tell you. Here you go right here. But I don't get it the color with me. I give them to the heart of man. And y'all ever seen that before? That's the tribe that Forrest Whitaker is a part of. I'm telling you what I know. I'll start showing y'all pictures of me. What I got with a lot of people, I just don't do it. And it's for us and the people that know what I do, that know the work that I do. The European agree with me, man. Every time. All this information, we have it. We have it. Yeah. Yeah. It clear up a lot of shit they don't want to talk about. We talk about inside stuff. Yeah, all that history, this and that and the other. But now what you gonna do? You see, I make all this stuff available. You ain't gotta, I ain't gotta open a book like this book, $5,000. No, you go to my company, mypdfbooks.com, book with the Z. You can download these books. You can go to Office Max and Staples. They can print them and bind them for you. If it's books on there that you interested in, you can leave a suggestion comment. 10 times out of 10, I got it in my library. Golden Age of the Moors. Go on Amazon and see how much Golden Age of the Moors are. I have it for you for a fraction of the price. I got all Ivan Van Sertima books. Ivan Van Sertima got a plethora of books. I got them all. You don't got to go on Amazon and spend $250 for Ivan Van Sertima books. You can get them from me. Send it to Office Max and Staples. They'll print it and bind it for you, just like this. The whole book. Every book I have, I read every one. Because that's what I do. I love to study. Just like I tell Moors, you see them Negroes, they'll understand about the marijuana. Like I said, hey, whatever, but I'm not going to let you diss nothing that you don't understand. Because it's in the hieroglyphics. I'm not going to let nobody diss something that they don't understand, that they don't want to be illuminated on. I'll just shake your hand and get the hell away from you. I'm showing you signs and symbols. You see the shisa. You see the shisa. So a lot of stuff don't need to be explained. You need to come to class and be a student and learn. I mean, what's wrong with somebody being initiated? I was initiated through academia and everything, understanding all the laws and the prophet in the flesh. How can a man say he loved God but never seen him every day, but hate man that represents God in the flesh? When I deal with all of my laws and the prophets in the flesh, I deal with the Keeper Nagas. I deal with Sheikh Bamboo Falls, Credo Matua, Ivan Van Sertima, Francis Cruz Wilson. Come on, man. We scholars. It wouldn't be right if I didn't give credit to all our prophets in the flesh. It wouldn't be right. It wouldn't be right, Moors. Oh, look at now. Here go one of my big Egyptian tablets, the sacred books of early literature of the East, with the historical surveys of the chief writings of each nation in America, in Europe, in Asia. It's breaking it down, and I want to go all of this one is one of my big adapt manuals, and it got so much science in here. When I tell Morris, all animal figures are nothing but pious hieroglyphs. It breaks down all the different manifestations and what they are in an animal manifestation. Head of an animal, body of a, but what do it symbolize? But what does the science symbolize? It symbolizes things, it represents things. Come on, man. What else? Okay. So this is what the brother got. This is on Amazon. Go on Amazon, look how much this costs. Go on Amazon right now, Morris, and see how much this manual costs. And tell me. And it ain't nothing but a fucking outline. I'll wait. Here go another one of my book, A Galvin compiled, The Moorish American's Light of Ali, The Moorish Adapt Study Guide, The House of Ali, Mysticism, the Egyptian Adapt Prophet and Angel. And then a lot of stuff I don't even show, like the Moorish Divine National Movement addressing the issue of child support, not from no criminal way, from a scientific way. Divinely Prepared, our proclamation, our Moorish American nationality, and securing national interest through homeschooling. That's what we doing. But I tell Morris, when child support, that's a civil case. That's why people get sued. And you can stop that. if the two parties know what they're doing, when I talk about it takes a village to raise a child, and we do things together, that's why we just got to stop having babies for the hell of it, because you think so anymore. Stuff everywhere. I got so many to read every day because it's my life. And so this on Amazon is like 250 grand. And then the try to sell Amazon 250,000. I'm like, you doing a disservice for the world. It ain't no fucking book worth no 250 grand. Ain't no book worth no 250 grand unless you got the key to show a person how to really get rich. Ain't no book worth no 250 grand. And see, this was given to me by a professor. I told y'all, man, I know so many professors, man, got so many books and things, it'll blow your mind. I want to show y'all something. So when you go on Amazon, trying to sell it for 250 grand, and it ain't nothing but an outline. Now, watch this. Remember I showed y'all this earlier? Let me read it to you. The secret rituals of the secret works of the ancient Arabic of order of nobles of the mystic shrine. Listen, the Imperial Grand Council of the ancient Arabic order of nobles of the mystic shrine. Dr. B.H. Stillier, only a 33-degree Mason. That's in meteorology when water freeze. That's no man wisdom. So this can't be ancient. Okay, let's deal with it. July 1914, Washington, D.C. This the European. Yes, some of the stuff is ours, the scimitar, and some of those things is ours. Now watch this. You see this? The real Indian is the Negro, aka the Blackamoor. Watch this. The Nation of Islam had this shit. Listen to this. Written and sent to all students in the ministry of Islam in the wilderness of North America by Elijah Muhammad, servant of Allah, dated 4/2/1936, and then it was reissued January 18th, 1963. I ain't gonna deal all of it. You need to get this and read it, and then we can come back and have a conversation. Like I tell y'all, the science of the 4th of July. Is the Independence Day. It was the cosmic event, the day of the keeper. You got to know what the keeper is. I'm telling you, because a lot of Moors, you off. A lot of Moors off with the fake Egyptologist shit, and you off. They be dealing with Zachariah Stitching with some fake ass Anunnaki. Keeper dung beetle in the disc, aka Cyrus, over the head of Pharaoh. I'm not gonna get out because I lectured this before. Who y'all think this is right here? Look. Just like when I showed y'all Founders Day, how they give credit to our prophet for bringing Islam to the North American Negro. I ain't dealing with nobody that don't look like me. Y'all know who that is. In an article from the Muhammad Speaks newspaper dated April 11, 1969, clarification of action taken by Messenger Muhammad against Muhammad Ali's action. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad states in reference to those identity passes. The government of America has known this law of Allah, God, for many years. The law is to take the identity card away from you. This is written on the identity card in red letters. Mr. Cassius did not have one of these cards. It is good that he didn't have one. Nevertheless, we carry the principle into practice. One of 25,000 identification cards given out by Master Fire Muhammad in Detroit and Chicago from 1930 to 1943 for registered Muslims, not Muslims, Muslims. Because I'm going to show y'all, he was under our prophet. People, well, that ain't for, man, please, I ain't finna deal with no slander with the people that's under that religious cloth. Identification, name, Muhammad Sharif, street number, got the street number, all that. It says, the bearer of this card is a registered Muslim. Kindly return, blah, 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 blah. You see the card? Why they don't talk about it? Pendulum swing both ways. I ain't even done. Watch this. Then I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. They know who Fire Muhammad is, man. We can play the game all day. Now I'm going to show y'all a picture. I don't even care how Moors be that's lying, all these religious people playing Crips and blood on each other, making up fake things. Like, dude, that ain't biblical. None of that stuff is biblical. You can't prove nothing. No disrespect. Show me what a tribe of Shabazz is in the biblical scriptures. Because I'm from the tribe of Judah, lineage of David by blood. If you want to talk about the genealogy of Yahshua the Messiah, which all religious people believe, hell, so let's deal with it. Master Fire Muhammad under the alias David for. Picture in the upper left-hand corner. There are many Masons shown in this picture. The development of the Moorish Science Temple of America saw the influence of many high-degree black Shriners, Masons, and secret societies. Now listen to this. I just showed you the European when they say they the ancient, right? Now listen to this. It said particularly the ancient Egyptian Arabic order of nobles of the mystic shrine, started by Noble Ali Rofel Pasha and John George Jones in 1893. In 1893, these secret societies played a major role in the events during the late 20s and 30s and governmental changes in America that have great importance to the events happening presently in their respect to the subject of reparations and the New World Order. I said 1893. European, watch this. Ancient Arabic Order of Nobles of Mystic Shrine, the Imperial Grand Council of the Ancient Arabic Order of the Nobles of the Mystic Shrine, Dr. B.H. Stillworth, European, only 32 and 33 degrees. That's snowman wisdom. In meteorology, that's where water freezes. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. July 1914, Washington, D.C. This modern. That's why I be telling brother, why go through be a Negro Mason, which is dead, and you can learn from a sheik. And the science that I'm gonna give you gonna trump all the European science. No disrespect, again. No disrespect. It's just what it is. You can't lie to me. I did this in college. They can't lie. I broke all this shit down. Everybody was in there quiet as hell. From the professors to the teachers, all the Al-Islam Muslims that came from the foreign countries with that bullshit. They ain't gonna tell you, they'll talk about some transatlantic slave trade, but I guarantee you they ain't gonna talk about that Arab slave trade. They sit on their hands when I started going there, because they know. And I ain't even gonna go there. When I be showing people, I like, y'all see in the back, like the secret, the Europeans didn't know nothing. Y'all see the Moor in the background, he was showing them where to go. I'm telling you, the more in the background, he was showing this, like on Thomas Jefferson Quran. I show this over and over and over. And the ancient books, they'll tell you. They didn't know where they was going. I lecture this stuff a plethora of times. It's there. But you get all Moors, old Moors on the internet just arguing. I say you arguing over something because you're not dealing with scholarship. You're dealing with man-made religion. I don't got time for that. Because I know most Moors is not studying, not reading. They doing slander videos on each other, grown men. I have everything you need. We lecture on everything. We got all the books, we got all the research, and you can come to class and learn. Let me put this stuff back up before I close. Because y'all not gonna get me in trouble by my input. Yep. Moradine. This is another Moor. This is Sheikh Sufi, another one I study. Moradine. These is Moors. That's why I be laughing at people. I said, dude, get out of that hate. People were Moors for a long time. You just don't understand. And then you under the wrong Islam. Okay, now this book I was telling you, this by Rudolph R. Windsor. And it's Judas Trembles on the Rome. At one point on Amazon, it was like $800. At one point, it was $9. I got the book for you, PDF. You download on your tablet, boom. It breaks it down. And then I got, it's a volume called The Negro Questions. It breaks a lot of stuff down. I'm going to put this up. Just like this book, Before the Mayflower, this book talks about the secret treaty of Verona. When I talk about the Whigham Party, when I say the Europeans ain't created nothing, they were initiated into masonry by Moors. When I break it down, Just like in Behold the Pale Horse on chapter 4, talk about the secret treaty of Verona. And we be letting other people break it down. I don't care how old they are, and they just getting you caught up in the wrong thing. I bet you if I sit down and be like, you ain't read that shit and all, and I break it down word for word, and I break that shit down to its molecule, and then what? They ain't gonna have nothing to say. Because they know that you're not being a stickler to words. And I'll pull that shit out and be like, man, you talking all fucking gibberish. That's why you broke. I believe what I'm saying when I say, because you gotta look at it, they always chasing some shit. They always blaming somebody. Oh, all this. And I'm like, dude, we passed that shit now. Now what you gonna do? Now what you gonna do today? What you gonna do? Nothing. That's why I said I don't got time to be talking about all that old bum shit. Man, I got families to take care of. I got businesses to run. I got schools that I need to be lecturing, showing our babies they can see success. I got literature to write, not to be making a whole bunch of videos of no old stuff. And then if Moors want to study and read, who going to be going with 10, 20 books? You can get all these books from us, download them on your tablet, and as you go on Amazon, you will see how much these books cost. You will see how much this goofy ass paper costs. And you know what I mean? Make a lot of what they're doing today, the science that they know, that the powers that be, they know it's wisdom in it, so they're gonna make it super expensive. And then Google spent millions and millions of dollars to convert a lot of stuff to PDF. They're gonna destroy a lot of the books, and a lot of the science is gonna be took out. But I beat them to the shit. I got the same literature as they got, and I study it all and read it. I told y'all, just like Bertram Thomas, the book, The Arab, they took one of the pages out. So just like in a minute, all this stuff is going to be unavailable, and they're going to make it super expensive to where you can't get it. Like it's another European that wrote a book about our prophet. It's called The Aliyahs, and he's breaking stuff down. You know, he's trying to compare and analyze. But then I wrote him. He like, oh, I would like to get reference from you. I said, get my literature, and he bought all my literature and used it for school. He teach theology class, a European. He wrote a book. It's called The Aliyahs. I gotta find it because he gave me like 10 of them. I gave them away. I kept one, but I gave a lot of them. I gave a lot of them away because that's what he asked me to do. But any questions, man? MyPDFBooks.com, books with a Z. MorrisHaberdasher.com. Get your fez, get a turban. Check us out. BBTScienceTemple.com. That's our Temple and School webpage. Subscribe to our Instagram webpage on Instagram. It's burningbushtabernacle.ts. Right now, man. Go to mypdfbooks.com, man, and get some books. Get my literature. And I promise you, if you get some literature, I'll give you some stuff. All you got to do is, come on, hit me up. I'm transparent. Inbox me. If my email is transparent, if you say something on there crazy, I'm gonna block you for life. But if you go on mypdfbooks.com and if you order a book today, hit me up at Goodman, KHARY @gmail.com, and I'm gonna give you a free book. Once again, mypdfbooks.com. That's books with a Z. Today, if you order a book, I'm gonna give you a free book. Hit me up once you order it and show. And send me an email, Goodman, GOODMAN, KHARY @gmail.com. I'm only going to look at the email that people that purchase stuff. Anything else, if you asking me a question about something, I'm blocking it and deleting it. Because a person can come to class and learn systematically. I want us to get used to giving a little bit of our money and then getting value for what you give. This is the time. Like, this is the time right now. Like, how transparent can I be? I don't want, Moors just want to sit on the bump in the log and don't do nothing. The movement will never get to where it be. I just demonstrated everything for Moors that Moors need. And I know everybody on here, I show things that I know you don't know, especially about the science. I don't care what title you have. I don't care if you call yourself a sheik and all this, all the wisdom, all of the initiation that we must go through. To be a shaman, you must be an educator. You must know the ABCs, the 1, 2, 3s. You must know all that. You're not, man, being a medicine man and a shaman and a tasawwuf, it's not because you got a whole bunch of shit dressed on. You can take all that shit off of me and be in a room with everybody that's looking for spirituality, and I can touch them. I can touch them. I don't need all that. I can come when I can touch them because I'm the great I am. This is what I be telling people. We got to get back to the place where we support our true scholars and our true educators that's doing some work. I don't understand why everybody jump on my page and every more don't have my books that I gathered and compile. And I say the same thing every day, mypdfbooks.com. And then I jump on everybody page that's on here, that's on my Instagram page. I jump on their page and everybody books and stuff. Where you get the books from? Amazon. Then I ask them questions. They ain't read shit because all the hate they talking about. So we like giving our money to Jeff Bezos and all those other places. And I got mypdfbooks.com and I converted all these books to PDF and I offer them for a fraction of the price. And all you got to do is send that email to Office Max and Staples if you want to write on it. And that book become an NFT because you can sell it for the same price and yours free. There ain't no reason to be like, oh, where did I get a fez from in a turban and all my Moorish American regalia? And we got it at MoorishHaberdasher.com. It ain't no reason for them more to say they don't know where to study at and you come to class. BBTScienceTemple.com. Ask some questions. I done do this for so long, I get tired of doing it, man. You know, I ask other people to do it that I've been following. I've been doing this for so long. That's why I tell people, once I'm done, jump back on there and watch it. Just like if it's a movie I want to watch. If you go to the movies and you don't watch it right then, but people watch reruns. That's like I love old basketball games. I go back and I watch that shit over and over if it's something. But me, I'm writing that shit down. I'm on it if I'm into it because my ears are always open. My ears are always open, especially if a person said this shit over and over and over, especially if I'm on a person's Instagram page. I'm just going to go on their Instagram page because it's there. I'm going to use the tools that I have. I'm talking about me. I'm not going to make no excuse. I'm going to seek that shit out. Whatever, I'm going to find it. And it's there. I bet you if a person on my Instagram right now, I bet you they can find everything they asking for, what I'm saying, how to get in contact with us. I guarantee you. Because I say the same thing every day. My website, bbtsciencetemple.com. That's our temple and school webpage. bbtsciencetemple.com. That's our temple and school webpage. You can go in there and check it out and just see what you like, see what we're talking about, see what we offer. Our temple and school page is bbtsciencetemple.com. Man, if any of my muftis on here, type it on there. Our book company, where you can download all expensive books to your tablet or send it to Office Max and Staples. Our book company is called www.mypdfbooks.com. Once again, our book company is called www.mypdfbooks.com, where you can buy expensive books. You can download them on your tablet. And if you like to write in your books, like I showed y'all, like for instance, if you like to write in your books like I do, you can send that PDF, the email to Office Max or Staples, and they'll bind it for you in book form. This book on Amazon is like $4,000. I got it for a fraction of the price. So if you like to write in your books, all you do is send an email to Office Max and Staples, and they'll print it and bind it. Just like all Moore's Empress hit me up. She's like, Sheik, I want to give them to the nation. She was like, they charge her $200-something on Amazon. She get them for me for $70. She bought like 5 of them and gave them for gifts. But she went to Office Max and Staples and had them printed. Hit me back the next day. She was like, Sheik. And then it cost me, I think she said about $50 or $60 to print it. And she's like, I still saves. And she bought more books from me. Also, we have our company where you can get all your Moorish American regalia and much, much more. It's called MoorishHaberdasher.com. That's Moorish Haberdasher. Moorish Haberdasher. MoorishHaberdasher.com. Let me see, do I got my cards with me? I pass them out every day where I go. That'd be part of my work too. I love doing it. Which book am I holding up? Man, I just did a whole display. Oh, this right here is Tavistock Institution of Human Engineering. Like we don't have to get into that old product. This stuff breaks stuff down so much. I got so many ancient books that cost thousands of dollars that I just demonstrated. And a lot of books I don't even have on there because I have to keep uploading because I have a big database. Yeah, this is Tavistock Institution of Human Engineering. But I got a whole bunch of books that's thousands of dollars on Amazon. You go go on my page. You got to go on my PDF books. On Amazon, you see how much it costs on Amazon. All you got to do is go on mypdfbooks.com and see. That's all you got to do, Noble. That's the only way. I don't know the price by heart. This book on Amazon, about $200. We convert it into PDFs. So when you convert it, you download it, send it to Office Max and Staples, they'll bind it like this for you. It'll be just like that. Let me put this stuff back. All right, I'm out of here. Last one. You see this member? Peter Lambert Wilson. So, with that being said, man, I love y'all. What is Office Max? A place where you can print books and stuff at. A place where it's like Office Max Staples. They have them in Jamaica. They have them all over. I've been to Jamaica. I've been in the cities. They have all that stuff all over. They have Office Max Staples. They have those things. It's just where you print. But if you got a printer at home, you can print it yourself. Everybody know what Office Max and Staple is. Or a place where you print things. It might be a different name, but I'm sure you got places where you can send an email and they'll print it all on paper and bind it in book form. Or you can do it yourself. You can buy the book binding thing. If you got a printer and a computer, you can print all the pages you want. You can get you can buy a book binder right off Amazon and get a hole puncher and do it yourself. But I do the service because I got them. A lot of people don't want to. A lot of people, they don't want to provide. They don't want to pay. So that's what that is. So I give gratitude to y'all, man. I give love and honor to everybody. Like I said, send prayers to your family with everything happening today. Send some love, send some positive vibes. And I just want to say, it's all good. Well, if you don't have them, that ain't got nothing to do with me, man. What that got to do? Okay, if you don't have it, it's other resources. People be want all that. That's why I be saying about some of us. Some of us it be tripping. Like a lot of our own people, we be tripping. On stuff that don't even mean nothing. It don't even mean nothing. Stuff is so simple. I've been places, and you can go any place. It's small companies. You can print things. If you're in Jamaica, you got a printer. That's why I be saying, come on, we want an excuse. We want everybody to spoon feed us. That's why I'm not going to deal with that. If anybody wants something done, you can get it done. People, if grown people want things done, they find a way to get that shit done. If you want a book printed of nothing, you can just download it on your tablet. And that's what I'll be telling people. We want somebody to give us everything. And then here did the brother say, seek him, Maku, whatever. We don't have those things. So stop saying that they are here. So you telling me if you in Jamaica, you don't know how to, if you got a job but you got to have something printed for your files, you telling me if you in Jamaica you don't know how to get nothing printed. And if that's the case, then okay, I can work with you with that. But I don't want people to be making excuses before they try to figure something out. That's an adult. That's what I'm saying. We be so quick to make excuses instead of try to figure stuff out. That's what I say this science is about. We be so quick to say what we don't have instead of trying to figure that shit out. Because if I'm in Jamaica, I can shit out if I want something printed. If I'm in school, if I'm getting literature, I'll go to the library. I'll go somewhere and figure it out. I'll go to a grocery. I'll figure it out. I would have figured out like, oh, I can send an email here and print it out in paper form and I can bind it myself. I figured it out. I won't say what I don't have. I'll say, oh, okay. Hey, Sheik, we don't have those box store companies, but I understand what you're saying. Not saying we don't have that. Okay, if you don't have Office Max and Staples, I get that. But I'm telling you, I'm sure it's somewhere that you can, if you got a computer and everything, you can have something printed. That's all I'm saying. And I'm sure you can have things printed. I'm sure a person can have something printed. We're not going to even play those games. But I tell you, that's what we do as adults. That's what we do. Just like I said, there's no disrespect. I showed the book. How much do the book cost? And what did I say? I don't know the net how much the book costs right offhand. If I own a store and somebody said, how much those shoes cost? I don't know. You got to go to the store. I gave you how to live. That's what people be wanting. I said, man, we fucked up in it. My candor. Well, we been demanding so much stuff from other people, and I gave it all. How much it cost? I don't know right off top. If I say $100 and it ain't $100 on there, it's more or cheaper. Okay, go to the mypdfbooks.com, book with the Z, and you can research it for yourself, and you can be manufactured. I give everything, and all the person got to do is go there and look for what they're looking for. But we don't. We want to make excuses, and I ain't making no excuses. I help everyone, but don't do me like that. I'm a grown person just like you are. We can find anything we want if we serious. If we should, because we find everything else. And I'm not going to make no excuses. And I hope other individuals don't do it neither. But say if you are in Jamaica and you don't have no way to get nothing printed or nothing like that, well, I can bind it for you, but it's going to be a fee. The reason why I stopped binding books for people, because people didn't want to pay the fee. Well, I said, well, go to Office Max and Staples and let them bind it for you and see what they charge you. So I stopped buying them for people. I said you can get the book PDF, download it on your tablet, and have all your books on your tablet. But if you want the book printed, I said go to Office Max or Staples. That's where they print and bind things for you. That's all I said. And if you don't have an Office Max or Staple, wherever your geographical area is, well, if you got a printer, you can print them yourself. Or send them to a company, a small mom and pops, or someone that you know do that type of service, then bam. Maybe that might be a service someone can create in Jamaica if people in the science and the internet connects people. And we say, man, we don't have nobody to print the books. Well, maybe that might be equipment that a person needs to invest and have that service available. Say, hey, yeah, man, all my brothers out here, we get these books from this sheik in Arizona, whatever. And yeah, we don't have Office Max and Staples, but all of us got the equipment. Now we can print the books for each other and have them bind it. That's an easy solution. That's what we did. We bought the equipment. That's what we did. So with that being said, man, I love y'all, man. I give honor to people for taking time out their day. But let's stop making excuses, man. Let's stop making excuses. Let's stop making excuses. Let's grind. All that excuses don't make sense. I gave all the information. And then the noble asked for the information. Asked me to give the information. That's why I be telling us, man, we got to if we got anything going on with here, get this corrected first, because the head, this is connected to the heart. And when people start speaking, you start seeing a lot of narcissistic ways in the negative aspect. You start seeing a lot of the mental things that people have. And that same energy that we give out, it comes back like that. So as I close, man, I challenge everybody, give out positive energy. Everybody be talking about they study the 48 laws of power. No, you don't, because one of the 48 laws of power is the mirror effect. The same energy you give back. Don't get mad at somebody give you that same energy back and they hold the mirror up right in your face. But I know Moors don't read. They try to find memes on Instagram to fit their goofy ass narcissistic ways, and try to find memes to fit their non-consistent ways. I've done everything I can do for brothers and sisters. That's why I say my mission is not to change the whole world. My people know my voice. I tell people the websites and this, and then people start asking me specifics. You can go right to the page and get the specifics. And then what we do after those, start making excuses. We don't have an Office Max and Staples here or there, but you know you can find a way to print the literature if you want it, if you into the science. If you don't want to spend hundreds of dollars on all these books that I hold up, and on Amazon they hundreds of dollars. And you can get them from me and download them on your tablet. And if you in the States, as I close, you can go to Office Max or Staples. Send an email to them. They can bind it and print the book for you for a service. I stopped doing it because Moors didn't pay the service. So now, if you want the books downloaded in a book form, Office Max or Staples. If not, get the equipment and bind it on your own. So I give y'all love. Any questions? Any questions? I'm out of here. I've been going for an hour and about 50 minutes. Any questions? Any questions? I hope they positive. Don't ask me nothing on no crazy stuff or what nobody else doing. I don't care. I don't care what nobody else doing. If it ain't not righteous and we ain't building nation building, I don't care what nobody else doing. It don't make no difference. Any questions? But I have to be stern when people come to me like that and make all them excuses like, I got to do something. Well, what ain't this here? So what you want me to do for a grown person? If a person say they in Jamaica, it ain't no Office Max or Staples. Well, what you want me to do? What? I said I can bind it and print it for you for a fee, but Moors don't want to do that. So you telling me a grown person can't figure out how to print something that they want no matter where they are? Man, I've been on cruises and printed books. I've been on cruises around the world and printed books. Y'all got a printer? Yep, boom, boom, boom. I'll print all the pages. A lot of stuff I take with me, I'll put the little staple holder in and bind them. Because I have that stuff with me, I'll take all this stuff with me and bind them. I'll do all that stuff with me right then if I want to write in something. Right then. You can do it right at home. You got a printer and a copier. If the pages ain't a whole bunch of pages, you can print those, boom, 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 bind it. The big books, you just have them on your tablet. Very simple stuff, man. So let's stop making excuses, man. Any questions? If not, man, we have Sunday school every Sunday at 2 p.m. AZ time zone. We have a DAP class every Saturday at 10 a.m. AZ time zone. We work out 4 days a week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday. Tuesday and Wednesday, 5:30 p.m. AZ time zone. Saturday and Sunday, we do it at 9 a.m. AZ time zone. And we do it privately on Zoom. But I've been showing a lot of our workouts on my workout page because I have a workout page on Instagram. It's called I Am the Moors Trainer on Instagram. I Am the Moors Trainer. So with that being said, man, I love y'all. Peace, light, and illumination. And more science is for the complete family. Peace.